What's good? What's good, y'all? So look, this is the first time I've ever done it. Usually, I got people who are professionals within the music business, whatever. And this is a client of mine actually. He came through my guy Carl Joseph. You know what I'm saying? I remember he actually flew down to Miami to tell me about this kid. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, let's see what's up. He played me some music. I'm like, it's cool. Okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I hear a record, I hear two records, and I'm like, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? First record I thought was fire. Then they came with Once Upon a Time, and I was like, this shit is insane. You know what I'm saying? Then he sent me a pack with like 20 songs, and I'm like, this is super insane. You know what I mean? And it's been up since there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about this, when I run these campaigns, it's about, the growth, the engagement, and people were just loving his content. It was loving his songs, whatever. You know what I mean? And when Carl told me, he was like, I got this kid. You know what I'm saying? He's blind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He produces all his records. He writes all his music, melodies, and all that shit, whatever. Off the rip, I was like, okay, I'm with it, whatever. But then when you hearing the production, you hearing the mixes, this shit sounding amazing. You're hearing the lyrics. Like, here's the thing. A lot of you guys think I'm all this melody. I love melodies and that, whatever, But inside of the melodies, when a talking that shit, talking that grease, which is what he brings to the table, I've just been blown away by his content. And also, I know that this is not just a regular artist in my mind. I think this is a generational talent because we haven't seen this shit in forever. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, Stevie Wonder, before Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, whatever. You know what I mean? This is the new generation of that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's an honor for me to have him here. You know what I'm saying? Jaleel, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, man? How you, man?
I'm just happy to have you here, bro. Because I don't have artists on my shit normally. I done got like deals worth millions of dollars and never ever talked to these or had them on my shit. But I had to have you here.
Hey, that's your shit, and I appreciate it on me.
Yeah, man. So how long you been making music? Well, when did you realize that music was the thing you wanted to do? You know what I'm saying?
So I was 8 years old. I was in the 3rd grade, and I was actually still getting taught how to use the walking stick because that actually takes training. But I was walking down the hall and I was hearing this noise. I was like, what the hell is that? It's just music. Right? I'm like, that shit sound crazy. Yeah. It's beautiful, right? Yeah, so the lady's like, it's a piano. I'm like, what the hell is a piano? I literally ain't learned what a piano was till I was 8. So bam. So we went into the room and I met the music teacher and she was teaching me scales, like how to play she was teaching me scales, like how to play the scales on the keys. Yeah. And I learned it right then and there, and I realized that's something what I want to do instrumental wise.
So I mean, real quick though, like were you born blind or something that happened later on?
I was born with the condition, right? So glaucoma, congenital glaucoma.
Okay.
And I didn't really lose my sight till about when I was 6.
So you remember seeing things like when you were young and shit like that? Like you remember?
Nah, not really.
No.
I remember some colors, but nothing substantial. I don't even remember what my mother looked like.
Oh shit.
Man. Shit, everybody say she look good or call my homies every time they see it. They be trying.
So look, okay, cool, real quick. You being blind, because I remember watching Ray Charles. He touch a girl's hand and know the girl look good. Could you tell if a girl is like popping, looks wise? Because in your song you be talking about getting at the bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, all right. So look, I ain't gonna lie. Like, no disrespect to him, right? But I don't know. Like, you're not going to see. Yeah. What she looks like by touching the wrist. Like you could just feel if her skin's moving. If the wrist is thick, she might be a little chunky. She might be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But other than that, like you can't. Like how can you tell what the facial features look like from a wrist? Like that.
You just remind me because I remember one time when I was younger, 15, I was at a studio and I was talking to this girl on the phone. And I'm saying, ordering the pizza, and she sounded so good looking, whatever. So I talked her into coming through to deliver the pizza herself. I mean, she was a cashier, so I talked her into coming through, deliver the pizza herself. And when she got there, it wasn't what the it sounded like my. So I'm assuming it's the same thing.
Man, it is because on that phone, you gotta think it's going through signal towers. The voice might get compressed a little bit. Shit don't sound. Shit might get EQ'd. Her vocals up a little.
Yeah. So I'm just assuming, I don't know, like. So I guess when you looking into women, whatever, I guess you're going off their personality and shit like that, or is there certain things you're looking for physically, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie. So for me, it's like a superpower, right? Because guys, y'all get caught up in the ass and titties, then y'all realize the crazy. Then y'all realize she cuckoo upstairs. See me, I gotta see if she cuckoo upstairs first to even be attracted. She has to talk to me first. She has to win me over by the first 15 to 30 seconds, just like I have to do to her. So, and that's how we go from there. But a lot of like guys that do it backwards, they see her at the store. She got her back facing her. They see her ass.
It's because we got the vision. We got our vision. You know what I'm saying? We visual creatures, so we got that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but it's like now you judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
How many times have you had a homie who done the joint that was bad, and then 6 months later she got pregnant or some more shit, and then he regretted.
Yeah, that happens all the time, man.
Exactly. He don't know her mind.
Right.
So I like that. That's you gotta.
You about to be a problem out here. Look, you hear shit? This talking that shit. So yeah, you about to be a problem out here.
Yeah, you gotta get me with the mind first.
That's fine.
Because here's another key.
What else?
If you get me with the mind, right? Because you gotta think beauty is subjective, right? So that's like opinion. So my thing is this: you done seen a bad joint, right, or 3 or 4, right, whatever. But then you get to know her, and she don't even look as good no more.
Bingo. Yeah, that's actual facts.
But if the brain is there, if the mind is there, you love the mind, the mental.
Yeah.
And she might be, because this is the thing. A lot of women be like 10 in one category, but like a 4 on the other categories. So I'd rather take a solid 7.5, 8 across the board.
I'm in Miami, bro. All we got is
fake asses. Go ahead.
Fake asses. All we got is good looks, whatever. The most beautiful people come down here. People come down to get their bodies on them. Nothing inside, no souls, my. So you know what I mean?
And because that's because everybody who pull up is now seeing what's down here, so they got to try to live up to the
bingo.
hype.
Actual facts, yeah. They come out.
I'm glad I can't. Listen. I can't see what the standard is, so I only could be the best me.
Yeah.
That's why it works.
So let's get back to the music. I mean, we got on a whole tangent, whatever. I'm the one who took you there, whatever. But yo, so boom, 8 years old, you discovered the piano. See, my thing is this: I understand. I can understand. Okay, somebody being blind and playing the piano. Here's where it gets confusing for me. What the? How are you producing this shit? Like, cause I know you're using the DAWs, whatever. You're using that, whatever. How do you do that shit? Cause I know with Logic, you gotta choose this input, and you gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I use Logic too. So for me, I was like 10. I was 10, and my math teacher had gifted me with a graduation present because she didn't think I was gonna graduate. Cause I was cutting up in elementary. But anyway, so she bought me a present, and it was a Casio keyboard, and it had like it had a sequencer, 6-track.
Right. Cool.
So you know the drums is cheesy, everything cheesy as hell. But you know what I'm saying? I'm too lit when I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but literally, what I had to do was play each. Like I'll take the piano, and I'll play that part. But I gotta play it all the way through. So if the song 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I gotta play that for 3 minutes because you couldn't loop it. You can't loop. You can't cut it and copy and paste. Yeah. You gotta play the whole 3 minutes and 30 seconds and remember every switch up you need. So now, so if I up at 2 minutes and 10 seconds,
you gotta do it all over again.
I gotta do it all over again. So if the beat got 6 pieces and I gotta do this continuously, that's 36 minutes if I do it right. But that's not taking into consideration if I up.
But here's the thing though, I can understand with the Casio because that shit is like it's a hardware thing. But when we talk about Logic, that's like software, man.
But Logic, but hear me out. The Casio didn't talk. The MacBook talked, so it's a guy that I'm getting taught. I can navigate that. The Casio, I had to go purely off memory, which means I had to figure out, okay, this button do this, this button do this.
Okay, I can see how. Okay, that's why how it would be harder.
Hey, I couldn't wait to graduate. Should be.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. The Mac does talk. See, me when I hear that shit, cause I had somebody bought a MacBook for whatever, and they just had their shit always talking. I be trying to turn that off, so I could see how it could benefit you in that regard, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, like, yo, how's I'm guessing you're hooking your whole setup to you hook your whole setup to like as far as like the keyboard. Well, I guess that's the USB though, so it's not that complicated.
It's not complicated. You plug the USB. It's really not.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Once you know the feel of the ports, the shape of the ports, it's kind of cut and dry, bro. It's really not. Like a lot of stuff, like I said, that's when I go back to this whole eyes shit, because like a lot of times the eyes really just handicap you, because it's like, bro, that is simple. You don't even know your house when you cut your light off. That's a problem. How you been living here for a whole year and you don't know your house? Well, as soon as you turn your light off, now you bumping into walls.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I watched the Daredevil, whatever, and I know Daredevil. You
know,
he
low my light bill at my phone.
No. It's always like, yo, look. So I'm watching Daredevil because Daredevil. That superhero Daredevil, right? Like basically he don't got no sight. So
I always was compared to him.
Yeah. So boom. So I'm watching Daredevil. I'm like, yo, well, let me see what we like to have. Not use my vision and try to rely on my other senses and shit. Fell down the stairs. All types of shit. Whatever.
Shit out his pinky toe on that bed.
You know what I'm saying? So look, boom. All right, cool. So you making music, your shit sounding fire. You know what I'm saying? Question is this: do you have haters? Yeah, I mean,
we all do.
Really, like people will look at you, what you got going on, and like feel some kind of way about it, whatever. They want to be like, oh, he's not letting this shit hold him back, whatever. He's overcoming adversity and he's going hard. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. It's it's gonna be haters. I don't care what you do. Like, you can try to uplift with as much as you want. You could just people gonna find it, bro. People gonna hate you because you got a tax refund and they didn't. People get mad you got a stimulus check but they didn't.
Yeah.
How he get a PPP?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, why you just sign up? All you had to do was ask. Like,
oh my God.
But like, people will find anything to hate off. So I get that. And then when it come to the women, that's a whole nother like, yo, bro, you. Right. Well, I guess it does make sense because you gotta think like if I'm, you know what? Because if I'm sighted, right, and there's a blind that's fucking my bitch, it's like, damn, what am I doing wrong?
I ain't gonna lie, yo.
I ain't gonna lie
though. It would have hurt my pride because I understand the nature of. Come on, man. Here's the thing, right? You're not the average blind person. Cause my like, yo, like I said, music is the key to. Music is it's come on, that basically moves the whole planet, my. So
everything got a rhythm, for sure.
Yeah, exactly, and you do this shit effectively as whatever. So if you got a who don't do shit all day or who works a regular, and nothing wrong working a regular job, guys, this and that, whatever. I'm saying, average, they see the potential in you, man. Once they hear the music, they know, oh, this going places. So,
but the problem is they might not even know I do because I'm not the person. I'm not the person. No, I never lead with that. That's the thing. I'd lead with conversation. The problem is, again, like I said, with these eyes, no knock with eyes, because that's all I've been around my whole life, right? Eyes definitely have its benefits. Shit, I'm finna buy me some. But what I'm saying is, you have to know the weak. You have, like anything else, you gotta know the weaknesses, right? If you know your card, take premium, why would you not put premium in it? Right. Like, you have to know what can this car up. You have to know how to keep it in good. In good condition. Right. So with that being said, people just depend solely on the eyes, and that's where I'd be like, yo, bro, it's like, and then so when it comes to women, it's like I'm giving them a whole nother perspective that they literally didn't see.
Yeah, but you know what, funny, y'all, man.
And so sometimes with that conversation, you gotta think they probably laying next to a that he ain't really saying too much. He's just saying shit she thinking about. He's saying the same shit he ain't really elevating her mind or nothing. Yeah.
You seducing the hell out of these girls, man.
Yo,
I ain't trying to bag.
Why you think a could have a bag and a broke could still your girl? That a bag does not determine nothing. You mean to tell me that this piece of cotton is gonna like, if that's the case, I'll wave my bank card everywhere. That shit a magic wand. That doesn't. It's too many different factors, and a lot of these don't have them. Yeah, but that's another comment. My fault.
Hey, yo, for the record, yo, guys in Miami, wave that bank card. It works for you guys, yo. If y'all trying to get some short-term shit, it's going to work.
Yeah, short-term for sure.
Long-term, though, what he talking about is really what matters, yo. Another thing. So, look, bro.
Yeah, short-term. It's called a convenience fee. I call it a convenience fee.
Nah, but listen, no. Look, real quick, right? Because Carl, he sent me a folder with a shitload of songs. So what's your work ethic like, bro? Like, how often are you creating records? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that looking like,
I'm not gonna lie, so I'm glad you asked that. I am not the person that's in the studio making 10, 20 records a day. It does not happen. I have a life. And with that life, what happens is I be inspired because I'm living life.
Right.
If you live in the studio constantly, you cannot continue to be.
Listen.
You can't. How you gonna be inspired?
Jaleel,
you in this room.
I literally I got content where I told go the outside, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I told yo, if you want to have better records, actually live a life and have something to talk about. Because now you're speaking from experience, so your lyrics hold more weight, yo. You
exactly,
feel me?
and then it comes across as authentic. Now
Exactly, yeah.
you have to actually be in the moment and feel those emotions of that moment. And that's how it's going to come across in your records.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't feel the need to create that many records a day, but I really don't. Yo, bro, I might do one.
I got you.
I
One
might do
record a day?
It might not even be that. You might get one record a week.
But here's the thing, though.
But I'm
like,
quality over quantity. I want
right.
this. You could throw all the light jabs. I'd rather haymaker you every time.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Yeah, that's honestly, but to me, that's still a respectable work thing, right? Work ethic, whatever. One record a week, one solid record that really moves the needle a week. That's for a month, yo.
Because you gotta think. If you making 10 records, how many of them hitting? Your brain tired.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm making the beats to all of them. There's no way I'm making the 10 beats a day plus the 10 records.
Right. I got
plus
you.
mixing them.
Right, of course not. Yeah, exactly, yo. Damn.
It doesn't make sense.
So look, your production, right? So okay, cool. You produce all your records, right? Did you start out like, maybe producing and getting records to other people, whatever, or you just been from the beginning like, nah, I want to make my own songs and let me make my own beats? Have you tried like getting production to other people? Like,
nah, I tried, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, no disrespect to because producers I feel like they the key, right? Because they move the sound. The beat is like it drives the music, so I feel like they're the key. So no disrespect to them in no way, shape, or form. However, I do realize that is it's a longer grind, bro. Like it's a lottery.
Yo.
It's like I gotta throw 30 beats and hope one of them land. And even if somebody do decide to use
Let me tell you, yo, not to cut you off, right, yo, because I'm telling you, like, producers be always talking about placements and how to get, yo, you want to get on, yo, have a sound, find an artist, develop that pop on with your fucking production, yo. And that's the surefire way that you get on. Because this whole chasing artists, the way the business is, whatever,
they get thousands of beats per day. Like, and then you got to hope they like yours, and then you still got to hope it come out.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta hope maybe it'll come out, but you gotta.
I done heard producers say they done got calls from big artists, and the record ain't. They done got calls from artists, but the song ain't dropping until 4 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't got time. Yeah, all right, listen. And then hold on, and then it's the mental part too. It's like because now I gotta create a hook, I gotta create this beat, so I'm putting my all into it. So which means I done really felt this, so I'm sending it out. How much motivation do you think I'm going to continuously have if every time I throw these 30, 40, 50 records out and you ain't getting a call? I ain't got time. Listen, I'm going to just, I do this shit anyway, so I'm
that
going
shit
to
going to kill your self-esteem and make you just hang it up and shit.
Yo, me, bro, I thought about it. No cap.
Yo, so I mean, you're getting a lot of how are you feeling about the reaction you're getting to the records you're dropping recently? Yeah, I mean, like, what do you know what I mean?
Nah, I feel good, man, because generally, like when you create a song, you're not thinking about this is gonna impact some people, but when you start getting the DMs and the comments and things like that, how I got somebody through their day. I got people telling me like, your record is my alarm clock. It's literally how I get up, like it get my day going. Like, that stuff kind of, it hits you a little different. Like, cause again, as artists, like we not thinking about, like, I'm just telling my story, like, and making a good record. Yeah. Cause I'm lost in the music, but then the reactions and stuff come after that. I'm like, damn, y'all felt that, y'all with that. And you realize, damn, there's a lot of people out here that really need somebody to like, to motivate them. And mind you, the thing is, I'm not even necessarily in my songs talking about, all motivation all the time. I'm simply just telling my story, and by me being me and not caring and going up against the odds, it's making people realize like, damn, what am I doing wrong? If he could be himself, why the hell can't I be mine?
Yo, it's crazy. I seen a clip of Carl's son, the younger son, whatever, just vibing to you. You know what I'm saying? Making you like to your music, whatever, and it was so crazy because while he was doing it, he was like doing your dance, whatever, but he also had his eyes closed, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, like he was mimicking you in a sense, whatever. And it was like
he called me, be calling me like 5, 6 in the morning. And I'm like, bro, like, and he be aggressive too. Can I speak to Jaleel? I'm like, man, bro, like, what's up, man? I ain't do nothing to you. Yo, that's my little man, though. I ain't gonna lie, that's my dog, man.
Yo, look, another thing too, though. You mentioned, people reacting to your music and sending you DMs. How the for you checking these DMs to get this reaction? I mean, are you?
Well, it'll tell me their name and it'll read the comments. It's like everything else.
Oh, your phone will talk to you.
Yeah, the
basically,
phone talk to me. Yeah.
Okay.
And, it read everything.
Okay.
And
That's an interesting dynamic. I wonder what that would sound like. I mean, what kind of whatever. I ain't gonna get what kind of DMs you get outside of whatever.
I get my DMs. They be, I get them here and there. I'm getting I'm getting them here and there, man. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. When it come to that, I ain't check it like. Cause my thing is this, I don't know who or what I'm
right,
talking.
Exactly.
So
I don't know what. Where's gonna go. Yeah.
Nah, my homies got to get. You know what I'm saying? They got to verify. They got.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do they research?
You got people protect. That's good.
I get all clear signal. Like, hold on, little that. Yeah, she decent.
Yeah.
She wittable.
Bet, yo. What else? What I want to ask you, yo? You just got so much going on, bro. Like, yo, do you ever think about, like, eventually developing other artists? Is that something you want to go, like, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was thinking. I definitely do. I definitely do.
I think you could do it, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Eventually, I think that is something I want to do because I ain't finna be jumping around on stage for the next 30 months.
I seen T-Pain reacting to Once Upon a Time record. That was fire. And it was so crazy because he's watching it the whole time and he's like, it's not that he was looking for something wrong. Like, not like, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you come across a record, you're like, where's this gonna go?
Real critical, yeah.
Yeah, and it just kept on going. He's like, wait a minute, nah, this is working. This is doing, you know what I'm saying? And he just had nothing negative to say about that shit. I was like, that's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, and it's really respected because he a legend. Like T-Pain is one of them. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
He's fire, yeah.
Yeah, T-Pain is crazy.
For the record, yo, I don't even be like, I hear so much music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally every day, whatever. Thousands of records, whatever. So, it takes a lot for me to get excited about an artist, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, with your content, whatever, like I said, it's more than just, like the production was there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even your whole story. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything that encompasses you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then more so, like, when it came down to the lyrics, like, you have a heavy emphasis on the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you could easily, you're melody driven, so you could easily slack off, but you be aggressive as you be switching flows.
But that's the problem. See, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
You said easily, and you said the key word, easily.
Yeah.
Everybody is easily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can go in there, put auto-tune on and harmonize. It ain't nothing. So now we got to raise the bar.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if my logic is this, okay, cool. So if I'm melody driven and I add actual potent lyrics to it, this is gonna make me a cut above the rest.
Yeah. That's what you doing, man. Like, for real, you literally moving the needle because, like I said, you don't even got to, and you still coming with that shit. You crunching on them beats, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, again, like, bro, I'm really heavy on the quality over quantity. Like, quantity, like, it's not. Like I said, like I'm good. I just rather if you get 4 records from me, fine, cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not a studio rap. Like, well, actually, I am. It's funny because I be in there making beats or something, but I'm not. Beats is different.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, and then I might make so many beats and be like, But it meant out of 10 beats, I might be, this one right here, this the one I need to do.
Do you sample it all, or you play everything out like from scratch?
It depends on the vibe. Like, Once Upon a Time was played completely by hand.
Yeah.
Well, Go was too. Yeah, Go was too. Yeah. Only, you know what? Damn. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, all my songs that's out right now, only one that had a sample was Forever. And that was a Bollywood sample. That joke was too crazy. I could turn that down. I never used the Bollywood sample, so I wanted to try something.
That's fine. You just be experimenting and shit like that. Okay.
That's how you grow. You gotta stay a student.
So you grew up in Baltimore, right? How the because all I know about Baltimore is the Wire. You feel me? So I'm thinking actually I've been out there before. I remember seeing the bike crews and shit in the middle of whatever street that was and shit like that. So all I know is Baltimore is gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So what was it like growing up out there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit, it's rough. I mean, it's kind of tough because, see, the thing is, I didn't grow up in none of, like, I ain't grow up in the counties or nothing, like, really, like, I grew up in all the hoods. Like, I lived in, like, all the hoods. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And I hung around, everybody I've been around is from the hood. So I done, hung out in projects and, you know what I'm saying, we done kicked it in trap houses with dice games and all types of wild shit. I done, had motherfuckers shoot at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Shot through the window, almost hit me and my mother. If I was a few inches taller, I wouldn't be having this interview with you. All type of wild shit. Like, so with that bit, like, that's what it was for me, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, I got brothers that was also in the street also. Yeah. And you know, I ain't really, you know, all I did, my little 1-2 as far as, like, you know, I even had to learn how to hustle because I never could get a job. Like, I remember I used to leave school every day, right? I used to have these interviews lined up. I used to leave school, and I used to go out, you know what I'm saying, dressed up in my interview clothes, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get a job, and I always was getting turned down. But they never told me why, because they can't, you know, discrimination. But and so I really learned. I remember when I had to learn how to, like, sell some weed or something, and I had to learn, and it was actually my brother who taught me, because I was like, man, nigga need some money. This SSI check ain't cutting it. $700 a month.
That shit ain't. What's that?
That's a room. You in a room and you got a few more dollars for groceries.
Exactly.
You still gotta keep some emergency change, so you ain't really.
Yo.
So I'm like, you only surviving off of $50 a month.
Right.
It's
exactly.
tough.
Yeah.
You know, I know some people ain't got that, but what I'm saying is, for me, I always wanted to. You know, I'm like, damn, I need to, cause ain't nobody taking care of me. I gotta take care of myself. Yeah. So I had to actually learn how to hustle, and you know, my joint at the time. We had a system, and me and my brother, I used to be like, yo, man, look, I can't really, you know, obviously I can't read the scale, you know, the way up the shit, like weed and shit. Like, I learned all the measurements and shit, like, okay, cool, 3.5 would be a half a baby or eighth, you know what I'm saying, 7 would be a Vic or 1/4, you know what I'm saying, things like that, all the way up to a pound. And then what we'll do is we'll put it in a bag and arrange them accordingly. Okay, the smaller bags is obviously the smaller, the smaller amount of grams, right? So I had them all. I had a whole system which allowed me to, you know.
Listen, guys, but he ain't capping in his lyrics, yo. This is literally somebody who's really living it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, this is why his lyrics way more. You feel me? Like, you really talking. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, bro. Like, my whole point of saying is, like, I never, like, none of that shit was fun to me. It was it's because if you remember what I said I tried to get a job, bro. Even with my education, like, I wasn't able to get my diploma because the school board was so short on money that they didn't want to fund. Like, my teachers, I remember him quitting. He was like, bro, like, I can't. And he said, yo, Lil, ain't nothing against y'all, but it's like, at the end of the day, I gotta feed my family, and they not willing to pay us. Right. So if they not willing to pay them, then now I don't have nobody to translate all this into, you know, to Braille for me. So now how I'm gonna get my work done? So now I'm failing. They don't care about none of that because I'm still failing. The teacher still gotta grade me. Yeah. So which means now I'm just.
So wait, hold on, wait. So you didn't have Braille at all? They couldn't afford to get you Braille, whatever, and you're still being held accountable to get the work done and shit like that.
Yo, bro, listen,
that's crazy. Yeah.
I went to the school board and I'm not gonna put the name out there because I don't know if they still, you know what I'm saying. But what I will say is I was pulled in a hallway. In a quiet hallway, and they just kept it 100 with me. Look, they not trying to pay for it no more. It's unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. That's literally what it was, you know. And so at that point, you know, now I can't get a job, right? I already can't get a job. Yeah. But now I ain't got a diploma, so I got a lot going against me. You dig? So now my only resource, I'm like, well, damn, I can't do this. I already tried this way. So you know what? Let me try this way. And yeah, and of course it's dangerous, right? Because I don't have my incidents, but I just used to have a team around me that move, you know. Exactly. We move across. We had a system, bro. Like, exactly. Yeah. And it's nothing that, you know, like I said, that shit ain't fun. Like,
nothing. Exactly.
I don't like that shit. Like, I don't. Yeah. That shit was not fun.
That wasn't even your calling. This music shit clearly is what the you was put here to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I feel. I just feel like you got, at the end of the day, survival don't. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta survive. That shit don't. Yeah.
Sometimes you got
that shit don't change because you blind. Exactly. Nothing. Like the world does not. The world still moves even if you blind. You still have to find your way to make a ripple in that water. And that's how I always looked at life. Nobody care. Like, listen, nobody's gonna care unless you care. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I always say that, yo. I'm like, yo, literally nobody gives a until you give a. Like, I literally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's. I think that's probably why people feel. And, you know, and react the way they do to my music because they like, damn, well, he got to do it. So I ain't really got an excuse because, shit, it wasn't even easy on him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy on him. So, shit, what am I complaining for?
Yeah, man. Yo, that's crazy, bro. I mean, but, you know, like you said, life goes on. So you got to find a way regardless. And you clearly finding your way and you're not letting nothing hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Like even, you know what I'm saying? Me, my situation was for the most part, like, you know, I could get jobs, but I never got a high paying job. Like, yo, I had to actually create my own business in order for me to get paid the money I felt I deserved in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, nobody gonna give you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at all. And then you gotta understand too, like once you have, like if you had to hustle your whole life, then like you kind of respect it. Right?
yeah.
Like I feel like every day, bro, even now, like if I don't go outside and move and do what I need to do, I do not eat. No one feeds me. No one pays my bills. I live alone. You dig what I'm saying? So ultimately, it never stops. The moment I stop being hungry is the moment I'm gonna fail. I had to be hungry my whole entire life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna survive off of. Well, I'm not really, because the cost of living is up, but the SSI check not.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So you gotta figure something out. You feel me?
Yeah. And I want better for myself and my family.
You don't want the bare minimum. Yeah, exactly. Yo, you was just learn your entrepreneur by heart, bro. Like naturally, yo, that shit turned you into entrepreneur, bro. I mean, cause you have the mentality, literally, of people who fucking form these businesses and get to the fucking money, bro. I mean, like
and that's the thing. Like I tell people, like, yo, this shit take risks.
It does.
But when you've been risking it your whole life, it's kind of like, come to territory. You kind of prepare yourself. You low key start hoping for you hope for the best, but you already prepared for the worst.
Yeah, bro. And
I do that every day. I'm blind. I can't see nothing. So what? Like I don't know if you know how many times I heard stories like somebody came outside, there's a bear in their yard. Now what if I would have came outside and there's a bear in my yard? How the hell I'm gonna know?
Honestly, maybe the bear. Yeah, cause bears be going off. Animals be going off of people's fears too, though. So if you can't see them,
but this the thing. What if he trying to be out my way and I bump into the trying to get to the lift? I'm gonna that bear. I ain't gonna give it time. Once I hit the bears up, oh my God. I'm like, I'm gonna get cooked, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm like,
so look, this is probably gonna sound like a crazy question, whatever, but like, yo, so you don't remember seeing shit? You been blind for like ever? Like, what do you see when you dream, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
Nothing, because all the dream is really is just your subconscious responding. So it's pretty much going off of a lot of probably what you've seen already, or what you read or anything like that. So nothing, no, because I'm still like I haven't seen nothing. So my subconscious is pretty much saying I'm still blind subconsciously.
Oh, so even in your that's interesting. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, because if that's the case, I could dream about a Bentley and when I wake up, I'm gonna tell you what it look like.
Yeah. I got you. So look, to be blind, why the you so drippy? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, yo. So look, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like blind motherfuckers got us. We got like this little stereotype that can't dress, can't. I don't like that for us, man. I'm repping for the blind community. Stop playing.
No. I say, you know, I'm into fashion somewhat, so I be, you know, I peep it. You know what I'm saying? I see this shit. I'm like, oh, he got that thing on. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, who the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, bro, you got like, listen, you got to think. So now, okay, cool. They already think that can't dress. And when I walk in, okay, bam, that's one stereotype. But that's the thing. So once you walk in already dressed accordingly, right? Especially when it comes to like, you know, talking to females, right? So females already have a perception. Okay, blind, so he probably can't dress. But once I walk over there, okay, bam, that's one stereotype gone. Okay, cool. Now what? Okay, this fly. So now what he about to say? Mm-hmm. So now they go to the mind. Like, okay, like, so then I say something. Oh shit, this smart. Mm-hmm. This witty. Now I got the, you know what I'm saying? Now I get the number. But then when I get the number, it's more questions because they want to see. Okay, do he live alone? Do he live alone? Do he is he able to operate by himself? How pretty much am I going to be needy? Or am I going to need them to babysit me?
I would think they probably be thinking like, how the he gonna call me if he gets the number? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that too.
The phone talks to you.
That too, but they can see exactly. They can see the phone talking. Yeah, so it's in their head. So when they see the phone talking, that question gone.
Right.
But when we get on the phone, it's now. Okay, do he live alone? If he do live alone, how is he doing all this every day? Like, who does this? Who does this? Mm-hmm. Pretty much wanting to know how much I'm going to need him. Mm-hmm. Or if I'm going to need him. And I love those questions because I want to let them know, and as much as possible, I do not need you. You are just wanted. You are not needed. Like,
you cook your own food around here?
Yeah, yo, but I don't really like my seasoning. Like I knew this blind girl. She could cook. She was a whole chef. She got a restaurant and everything. And she was trying to show me some shit, but I'm like, I don't know, bro. My seasoning game ain't it. So I just DoorDash.
DoorDash? Yeah.
My DoorDash bill is rich.
My Uber Eats should be crazy.
Yo,
too.
retarded.
My like what? Like my shit is insane. I'm thinking about getting one of those what do you call them shits? Them meal prep bullshits, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see though, cause I know me. I get the meal prep shit and I still go to a restaurant.
You might not like it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Niggas, I done did it for it and shit don't be tasting right sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
But that's my. I don't even eat my own cooking, so I ain't about to cook for. That's another thing too. Like, come on, my house. Look, I ain't cooking for you. Listen, I don't even eat my shit. I'm not about to feed you. That's up. I ain't even confident in this salmon.
So hey, you
finna order this motherfucker. Tell you I cook. Say,
yeah. So you ever talked to blind?
Like a blind child? Have I ever met a devil one?
Yeah.
Nah. I've been like I grew up around sighted people all my life. So I'm just really used to just dealing with sighted people. Like I, believe it or not, bro. Like just cause I'm blind, like I don't really be around them that much.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I learned to adapt too. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my brothers and them, they was like, man, listen, we ain't finna keep you a grown ass man. We not about to keep doing everything for you. Told me iron your own clothes. I'm like damn, I burnt the shit out my hand for.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this how fire feel. Okay, don't play with that.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Yeah, they prepared you for this fucking world, yo.
And I appreciate every bit of it. I'm glad, man. I don't want to. Don't shelter me. I need to know what's really going on out here.
Do you feel like you have to prove yourself more as an artist? Like, do you feel like you got to do something extra? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I do because I feel like the music really has to be there because of my story, right? My story is controversial, right? Well, it's a phenomenon, right? Because you hear about a blind person that grew up in the hood, and he talks about the trenches. That's why I never talk about like I shot a. I never shot a. Why would I rap about it? Right, exactly.
That's clearly cap. If I was shot a, we wouldn't be having this interview right now. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but.
And would you hit him? Like.
But anyway, yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? My whole point is. Hey, look.
No, I'm a yo.
Hey, man, off camera we had that. But look, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, I only rap about my experiences because that's literally what I could draw from. Like, I can't go on a movie and see something happen and be like, oh, I'm gonna rap about that. I only can rap about my experiences on shit that I've heard and been around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I mean, you know, it's like you said too. You know, your story,
and then it comes off more authentic anyway.
Yeah, but you know, there's also too. I could tell when somebody hears, because it takes a lot. Like that's a lot of shit that you're fighting against, whatever. You know what I mean? So when somebody hears about a blind artist off the rip, they not expecting a mother to be soup like fire. I mean, when I say fire, like better than the who are sighted. You know what I'm saying? They're not expecting that shit. So it's like almost you gotta make the damn near perfect record for this shit to make sense. You know what I'm saying?
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the pressure's there. But I work good under pressure. So, you know, the pressure's there and I'm cool and I'm here for it. Because again, I know that I have to make it. That's why I don't want no pity part. Like I like earning my respect. I earn my respect all my life. Because again, this ain't just with music. This is life in general. Before I speak, they assume. So until I have to disband all, preconceived notions about me when I walk in the room. Because you assume that I'm helpless and I don't know nothing if you don't know me. For some reason, that's just what people do.
You know, it's funny.
He blind, his brain don't work.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Me, when Carl first told me about you, whatever, and he said you was fire, I don't really deal with too many people in the business, whatever, but the people I do deal with, whatever, they be on top of their shit. So when he told me you had it, I'm like, he got it. You feel me? Like, I didn't even question it. I never looked at, like, the records weren't going to be it. It's just when I heard them,
Carl was pulled up on me, too, to see it himself.
Yeah, he did.
Because he didn't even know I was blind.
Yeah, he did tell me about that.
He found out later.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing, man. Like, I didn't, because that's not, me being blind ain't no motherfucking crutch. Like I just said, life doesn't care about that. So why should I feel like, what would be the point of me using it as a crutch?
Yeah.
If no one cares.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Plus, like I said, I'm a man before anything, man. I just like to earn my respect. Don't pity me.
I like that. I like that. So anyways, y'all, it's my man Jaleel Knight.
Hey, man, appreciate it,
First artist I had on my platform, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All you artists that are my clients, y'all probably gonna be thinking, this is literally somebody that I really with, you know what I'm saying? Not that I don't with you guys, but this is a phenomenal story that I definitely wanted to put on the platform because I feel like, you know, it kind of puts y'all back to the wall. Like, it's like, what the is y'all excuses, y'all? You know what I'm saying?
On me.
You know what I'm saying? What's your excuses, whatever? He's going through what the he went through in life. He done told you a little bit of his story, whatever, yo, and he still managed to do what the he needs to do, whatever, and he's pushing forward, whatever. So this should be an inspiration to y'all, you guys. That's why I have him on here, you know what I'm saying? Because off rip, I don't even be caring about your excuses, but after meeting this guy, I super don't care about your excuses, whatever. But on the same note, I also said that I want to have more compassion and empathy towards you guys, which I do plan on moving forward with that, whatever. But still,
nah, bro, you gotta be hard on them though, cause it's a thing. You gotta be hard on them.
I give that hard shit off.
Yeah,
you know what it is, but
so you gotta stay on them though, cause that's the thing, bro. Like you said, there's no excuses, bro.
Yeah,
like if you want something, why should somebody have to convince you to want something that you already should want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why should somebody have to call you to tell you to get your ass in the studio? Why should somebody have to call you to tell you to drop that song and put a video out and stay consistent? Nah, you gotta be hard on people.
Man, listen, yo, I don't have, man, look, I done invested tons of fucking money into certain artists, you know what I'm saying? And it's like weird, like, it's like, yo, what I've realized is in the years of being in this business, whatever, the motherfuckers who have shit handed to them, yo, they almost always fumble this shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers like him who are coming from the trenches and, yo, like you said, no one's taking care of you, whatever, so you gotta make this shit work. Like him who make this shit work. And it makes you kick yourself like, why the did you spend all this money here when you could have just chilled and found some right here and put the money into this? You know what I'm saying? So, man, yo, I'm just, you know, recollecting on what I've done.
Yeah, because you can't want it more than they wanted themselves.
Exactly. You can't, yeah, you literally can't want it more than, yeah. You
hey, man, if the engine broke in the car, you gonna push that motherfucker everywhere you want to go? Like, get a new car.
Yo, all right, y'all. Peace, yo.
Yo.